how to make beats like Filthy for PLAYBOI CARTI, Homicide Gang, and the rest of Opium. Let's get straight into it. Alright, so I got this beat here. It's really hard. It's Filthy inspired. It's perfect for like anybody in Opium, PLAYBOI CARTI, Homicide Gang, Ken Carson. And I'm gonna break it down for y'all. So first what I started with was this synth out of Serum. Antidote Serum Bank by OMG Zenoza. It's a synth called Twilight. It sounds like this. Really simple synth pattern. It's just power chords, F, C, C sharp, C sharp, and octave up. And it's really simple. And I just added a little accent at the end to make it less bland. It sounds pretty good. And for effects on this Serum, I added a fruity flangus and turned the spread down to 20%. I added a gross beat out of Nick Mira Flux Gross Beat Bank, the Uzi lead preset, which is honestly one of my favorite presets out of any gross beat bank. It just goes well with pretty much any sound. And for this, I added I turned the gross beat to 33% so it'd make it more of an accent. And then the next sound I added was this stereo enhancer to make the sound wider, and an EQ to take out the lows. The next sound I added was this bass that acts more of like a texture to the original synth to make it more gritty. It sounds like this. This is the bass out of F1LTHY Mayhem Serum Bank. And originally it was a bass, but I took out all the low end and a little bit of the high end to make it more of like a synth, more of like a chord type synth, so it would blend with the main synth. And for this I added fruity flangus, an EQ taking out some of the highs and an EQ taking out all the lows, just to make it more of a texture. And the next sound I added was this lead out of Serum, out of Mayhem Serum Bank again. The lead's called Particles. It sounds like this. It's a super simple pattern with just some Portal added onto it to give it more texture, more of like an accent sound. And the Portal preset I used was Particles out of Hexagon Portal Bank by Synthetic and Sharkboy, and I turned the mix on it down to 32%, and I added a stereo enhancer to make the sound wider, and I added an EQ to take out the lows. And the final sound of this of the original melody is this lead out of Serum. It's out of F1LTHY Chrome Serum Bank. The lead is called Hero, and it sounds like this. Really simple pattern. Probably wouldn't sound good by itself, but I added some nice effects to it, like a flangus and a looperator, which really carries this lead. The looperator preset I used was Mutation, was out of Mutation Bank, the preset called Twiz, and it looks like this, so you can copy it. And I added an EQ taking out the lows and a little bit of the highs. Altogether it sounds like this. The next sound I added was this 808 out of Lucrative's new kit called Sonics. It sounds like this. Just a 808 pattern following the root notes of the original synth pattern, with some added slide notes to give it more of a bounce. Then that is the 808 pattern for the hook, and then for the verse I added a different 808 pattern, which is like a hacked my Instagram type 808, also out of Lucrative's kit. It's called Boomin'. It sounds like this. It's a really hard, grimy 808 with some like bounce notes and an octave with a slide note down 2 octaves, so to give it like a crazy like shifting sound, which makes the 808 pattern sound like crazy. And that's it for the 808s. And then for the drums, I added this clap, basic clap pattern. I added this open hat at the end of the 4-bar loop. I added this cymbal at the beginning of the 4-bar loop. And I added this perk shaker. And I added this hi-hat pattern that's really simple. It's just a 2-step with some rolls in it. It sounds like this. And if you don't know how to make these hi-hat rolls, you just go in your piano roll, select the note you want to chop up. You click Alt-U on your keyboard, and it'll bring up this chopper, and it'll chop the note up for you and give you like a nice hi-hat roll. For effects on this hi-hat, I added a fruity reverb too, and put the wet down to 20% just to make the hi-hat have more texture. And that is it for this entire beat. It's really simple, not a lot of sounds, but all the sounds come together really nicely and make it sound really hard. And yeah, that's basically it. For these filthy type beats, opium type beats, you don't need like anything crazy. You just need to have some like nice effects and nice synths and accent leads, and then hard, heavy 808s. And that's basically it. So I hope y'all enjoyed. If you learned something, leave a like, comment what you learned. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see y'all next week.